Your residents have 6 new rights under HIPAA. Let's take 6 minutes to look at each of them. Residents have the right of access to and a copy of their medical record. This must be requested in writing. Your organization then has 30 days to provide the resident with a complete copy. Residents have the right to request a change in their medical record information. The request must be in writing, and the organization must review the request and document its agreement or disagreement with the requested change. This request and the organization's response become part of the permanent medical record. Residents have the right to request when and to whom their medical information was disclosed within the last 6 years. The organization's response must include the date of the release, the name of the person or company receiving the information, and a brief description of the reason for the disclosure. Residents have the right to request restrictions on the use and disclosure of their confidential health information. This includes treatment, payment, or any other health care function. Your organization may choose whether or not it will honor the request. Residents have a right to file a complaint if they believe their privacy rights were violated. Unlike this illustration, these complaints aren't meaningless chatter. All resident complaints are to be taken seriously and seen as an opportunity for improvement. Your organization must have a method of receiving and acting upon complaints immediately. You must also provide information to the resident so they can contact the Department of Health and Human Services in Washington, D.C. directly. Residents have the right to receive notice of your organization's privacy practices. This notice must include how you use the resident's medical information and a summary of the resident's rights under HIPAA. For example, how to access medical information and obtain copies, how to file a complaint, and how medical information is used and disclosed. You, as well as your organization, can be liable for breaches in medical information privacy. There are both criminal and civil penalties for failure to comply with HIPAA regulations. Penalties and fines range from $100 to $250,000, imprisonment for up to 10 years or both, depending on the severity of each breach. Examples of failure to comply with HIPAA are wrongfully disclosing confidential information, obtaining information under false pretenses, obtaining information with the intent to sell, use for commercial advantage, personal gain, or malicious harm, wrongfully disclosing individually identifiable or protected health information. You have a duty to protect residents' confidential information, and that means guarding what is said about the resident in public areas, the break room, at the nurse's station, and even at home. Consider how you would feel if someone publicly disclosed confidential information about you. When you have a reputation as a person who maintains confidentiality, it is a tribute to your professionalism that everyone will admire. As a healthcare worker, you must do your part by accessing only confidential information you need to do your job, protecting your computer password, understanding the law and your organization's policies, attending training programs, reporting confidentiality concerns immediately to your privacy officer, being aware of your residents' 6 rights, and reminding other employees when one of the residents' rights is not being respected. When in doubt, speaking with your supervisor. Learn what the policies related to HIPAA are in your department and read them. This will help you to better understand how you can protect the information privacy rights of your residents. Remember the 6 residents' rights under HIPAA: the right to access their medical record, the right to request changes in the medical record, the right to know how and to whom their medical record has been disclosed, the right to request restrictions on their medical record, the right to file a complaint about their medical record, and the right to notification of your organization's privacy practices. You and your organization must comply with HIPAA regulations to protect residents' confidential information.